Recently, during my live streams, a lot of people have been complimenting me on this house. So, I thought today I might show you how to build it. This is the house. Made by, let's see the sign, the Sickest MC360. Now I did find the video, however he has changed his name. I can't remember what his new name is, but yeah, it's on there. So I do like to build it near water, with the pillars going down into the water. But on the survival series I needed a farm, so I wanted to build the farm around instead, which is what I did. So this is kind of a different design, with different glass patterns there and a bit more solid wood. So I'll probably be trying to create my own design during this build, so I'm going to do that now, and hopefully it comes out as good. I might make it a bit bigger, because just like this one, I wanted a grander entrance. So in the other build, I didn't have it as long here, but I do have a giant staircase, which goes up like this. I might try and do some interior, but I'm not sure yet. Right, so let's get into the build. Okay, now we want to find a good place to build. As I said, I like to build it near water, so let's go find a nice one. Look at that, I've spawned right next to a village. There's more water over there, there's plains. Right, plains is a great place to build it, because usually they're flat, or flatter, and there's water around it. And you got to remember, it's going to come off like a sort of L shape when it comes to the water bit, so that's how we're going to do it. This area looks perfect. Let's flatten this whole area. Right, so to start with, we're going to want this right on the edge, really. So we want that sticking upward. And then, it's quite simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we're going to want that and that around a 3-line window. So I'm going to have to get rid of this to give me some room to move. Done that. And now we want another one facing upward. And we may as well just fill in this side so you can see what I'm doing. And then I'll do a perimeter for you. There we go. So that's the sort of wall to start with that you want. If it looks like that, you're doing good. Let's get some glass in there. There you go. Just like that. And then we want another layer of wood. Wood logs. Like that. That's perfect. I do not know how I managed to get it to do that, but hey, it worked for me. If I can do that for the rest of the build, we're doing good. Right, so now we want another 5. So now we've done one wall. You know what it's going to look like all round. So I'm going to do this. 5. Perfect. I'm just going to do the front now, because I want to see how it ends up going, because I want to make it a little bigger, as I said, with a grander entrance. So we've got that. Want that upwards. And so we're going to want 2 windows here. So we want another one of, no, that one there. And that one like that. So we got a window. Then we got a doorway. So I'm going to break these 2. And we got this again. So we got window. Like that. So there you go. You see our grand entrance there? It's going to look good. So we want to do the 5 thing again. And this way it's going long ways that way. And it's just going to come out once. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the oak wood. I'm going to be really awkward and just make it one little longer here, because I can. So, this is what it looks like from above. If you'd like to copy, I will put some numbers in each of the sections. Right, so now we pretty much just need to fill in the bottom layer. So I'll just do that now for you. So now you should have something that looks a little like this. I've filled in all the gaps. I've extended this by 1. Just to make it slightly different. Make it a little longer that way. And this is what we have so far. Next we need to do the exact same thing on the next layer. So we now have this. Our bottom balcony is going to probably be a little longer this time, which is fine. However, let's just start doing that. So we got this that comes out along this axis. Going too far. There we go. Right, I think this is the right spot. So there's something like that. Now you can fill this up with dirt until you hit the surface, or whatever you want to do, depending on how resource limited you are. And we got that. So now we have the balcony lined up. So we have that. That looks nice. So we're going to extend these up again. I'm going to do them all like this. So we've just basically got to do the same thing and extend the building up one level. In fact, maybe this pillar shouldn't match the building. Maybe that would just be a bit too far off because of the way I've built it. So I'm going to have to bring that pillar in a little to make it look normal. There you go. So although it's not symmetrical, it works nicer with the actual balcony themselves. The next level is going to be very different. It's not going to be as easy as let's just fill it in. But at the same time, you can be more creative with it. Right, so this area is going to be a roof, which makes it quite simple to sort out. The way I like doing it is like that. There we go, just like that, and that's a good way to start that one going. This is going to just be some stairs that it's going to come across, and they'll probably reach here to match this line here. Like that, coming along nicely. And this part is going to be very different as well. So we want the tallest part here, and the not so tallest part here. But I always like to bring it up an extra one space, just to give us some extra room for chests here. So I always do a layer like that. I think I've done that a bit off. Let's just move it to the left one. There we go. Much better. So now we want to bring this one up to match. And then one. Just like that. And we're going to bring a beam coming... Ooh, where am I going? I'm pressing the wrong button again. Right. Coming straight across like that. Do the same here and make them join like that. So we're going to mirror the other side of this. So we got that there. Just like that. And for these, I don't worry about an inner beam like this one, like an inner wooden panels. I just put glass there, it makes it look a bit different. But anyway, so we got to do the exact same thing, but going downward. So we got there, then there. Well. So we now have that section going. Now, what we want to do is another... In fact, actually, I want to put one of these here, just like this. I just think that would look a lot cooler. So we've got a beam coming through this. Not that we're going to see it, but we're going to see it on the inside. So I'm going to guess it's going to be about there. That's my estimate right now. So we want slabs now and some stairs. These going across like this. That should be about how far they go, but I'm not sure. So we're going to just see how it goes. So we got that. There you go. Now we want to turn it to match there. So you see how that's going? Cobblestone's doing that, and also it's always nice to add a bit of depth, so I have these going out a bit. There we go. Get poke out a little. Same for you. Same for you. There you go. So we got that. Now we do want that, just like that. So it's all starting to come along quite nicely now. So all that's left to do now, after you've done that part, is to fill the rest of the roof in. There you go, and then your roof should look something like this. So now, all we've got to do is these big giant windows. Now I like to make this one a bit different, and because it is different, it's the only one that's actually like a square. So we got the doorway. Then I just fill it in like this. Sometimes I just fill it up. Okay, well I fixed that issue. Right, so sometimes I just fill it in around the doors with the wooden panels, but I think today I'm going to try something ever so slightly different. And sometimes I stick to just one door down here because of the limited space. But I do like to have the door here, not on this side. It messes up my portrait, you know? There you go. So, I'm going to have that. I'm just going to do that. Maybe... So I do like that sort of style. Maybe I could just get that one away and we could have it like that. But I still feel like it's off at the top somewhere. I don't know. I like that actually. I was going to get rid of that, put the block back, and then maybe get rid of that and make a little L shape there, and then that'll be in. Yeah, but I think I like it this way, so I'm just going to keep it like that. I do need to get some doors, because my house is very chilly at night. There you go. Like that. There you go. So we got some doors. I quite like that. That's alright. And if I do have doors here, I would probably place it right here and have the oak wood going around it, and then fill the rest in with a perimeter of wood and fill the rest with glass. But I feel a bit adventurous today, so this is what I'm going to do. Yeah, not the best, but I like it, so I'm going to stick to it. It kind of matches the pattern there. Kind of, I don't know, I don't really like it with the cobblestone in the background. Maybe I'd change it slightly. Or just do something completely different. Yeah, I don't like that at all, but I'm keeping it anyway because, yeah, it was an idea. This one I'm just going to fill in how I normally would, which would be like this. I quite like the big open section of glass with that one. We'll do the same. Oh, I'm stuck. And same on these two sides. Or should I? Yeah, I'm going to make this look as ugly as possible. So, I'm going to have this one like that. So that kind of matches the one behind it. Just for it matching. I'm not as keen on it, but it'll do. And this one's just going to match the one behind it. I'm just trying to give you design ideas, that's all. I'm not trying to make this one look the best ever. So it's just for you guys to get some ideas in design and creativity. Because obviously they don't match, and I would like them to match. But these are the two ideas I would have. I don't like this one. I'm going to stick to my old design in the future. I probably won't make this section as long in the future, but it looks alright. It's all about preference, really. So now we've got our house hanging over the water, which is quite cool. One thing I do like doing is filling out the section where the water is, maybe just the first bit with wood panels. So obviously on my world I have the farm going through this section and around the back, but you can do whatever you want with it. So you could have a section over here where the farm comes out from this side and around the back, or even just walks out straight into the farm. That'd be quite cool too. And we can have anything that grows sugar around here, if you know what I mean, like around the edge just here. You don't even need to worry about building a proper thing for it, especially if you're in single player. Yeah, so this is what it's going to look like on the outside, really. Don't really know what else to do with it other than you guys be creative with your own farms. But if you would like to add a little extra to the outsides, some plant life would not hurt. There you go, that looks nice. Bit of blue, just trying to give you some ideas rather than anything else. So you probably don't want the vines going up too high, but if you want to, you can. Just remember they will grow on their own. I like to have one of these sections completely covered, probably this side, and that way you can have like boats stored in there. It'd be quite cool. So we got that. I'm going to put one there, and probably just like one there. Go on then, like that. We'll have a section over here of it. maybe a bit around here. So these are all going to grow down on their own. And that'll make it look a bit more mossy. Maybe I should just do that to blanket this section that I don't really like too much. I've missed a bit! Right. Get this bush going again. I do like to put bushes around corners. Like this. Right. And then you got to make sure they're cut, so you got to make sure they don't go above the windows, and that would be fine. Just like that. Something like that would do. And if you wanted to have it a bit further out, then I would fill it in a bit more and just not that far out. It's a big bush. You know, just make it a bit random. Try not to make it too perfect. Unless you do want it looking perfect, that would be fine as well, because I mean it is your garden. You've got to cut it. But something I would like to put in would be a little bush there like that, and then we can have just like that on top. And then you got a nice little seating area just outside, which is how I did it. Or something along those lines. Maybe just smooth the stone out or something and make it nicer for chairs, won't it? So now that I placed all the doors, which I forgot to do earlier, I have remembered something that I did on my other one. I kind of liked having these shaven, a bit like this. I don't know what it's actually called, but it kind of looks like he's shaved them with an axe. So yeah, you just do the opposite click with the axe, and it'll do that. Don't misclick something though, because it's really annoying when you do something like that. You're like, oh no, and you have to get rid of it and do it again. But yeah, so I mean I do that quite a bit, but oh well. So, other than that, this is the outside of your house. It is now done, as far as I can tell. Get some torches going around the fences there, have your farm set up, but this will be a good enough place for your survival world where you can store almost everything you'd need for a very long time. Now, if you didn't even like this pillar here, you could easily just get rid of it. Just all the way to the end like that, and that gives you a bit more space. Whoop. There you go. And I like to use this area as a sort of, what's it called, a witching room, the enchantment room. Yeah, that's what I meant. So I like to do that there. And if you would like to see an interior design of this, I will actually do that as a separate video, if I get good. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video on making this house. I tried a few different things just to see how it would go. And if you want to see me try anything else, then let me know in the comments below. And I will try and do an interior design at some point, because I do quite enjoy doing interiors. God dang it, one thing I forgot to mention, I'll just put it in now. There you go, right at the end of the video, and goodbye!